things. But outside of that, we got Jakal and ConCon taking each other on here in winners finals. The loser of this will actually take on the winner of the next match going to be on stream. The loser semis is going to be Noku versus Lemon Tea. So I hope you like Wolf. And there we go. We're actually going to be going with the Rosalina here. Interesting.
Yeah, so ConCon came in today after watching DeBuzz's performance against Jakal at Trade It, and was like, you know what? I'm going to practice more of the Rosa, who is his original Smash 4 main and a character that he's played throughout Ultimate in bursts. But seeing how ConCon has had a Wolf problem for a little bit, who Wolf does well against almost all of his characters, you know, he's like, all right, let me try the Rosa. Let me go back to my roots and see just how well this Rosalina can do against Jakal's style of Wolf, who can sometimes give you a little bit of space. But with that Wolf Flash combo, he's just showing that Jakal knows how to play that mid-range just as much as he knows to play the dash back game.
I mean, and that's the thing, is like you kind of mentioned DeBuzz. DeBuzz has been showing new life for Rosa. He's actually been labbing a bunch of stuff. I actually talk with Last every once in a while. Like, the stuff that him and Last go through, they basically brainstorm stuff all the time. And that's why you've been seeing this kind of Rosa renaissance out of DeBuzz. So if you're looking for a way to pick up this character and do it really, really well, obviously DeBuzz is the guy to watch. But I mean, the way that ConCon's playing right now, this is pretty solid too.
Yeah, you're not seeing as much of the attack cancel tech, a little bit in order to throw out Luma, but oftentimes it's met with Rosa also being met in midair. Unfortunately, not getting the jab out in time as Jakal does a quick roll on to throw off the timing. Gonna need to close out this stock quickly, a couple back airs, but now Luma is displaced and just getting back to ConCon in time as they reset of neutral.
Here we go. We do got Jakal doing a pretty solid job. Looks like he's found his footing after that first stock and just slowly tacking on some damage here. And this is where things can get pretty rough for Rosalina sometimes. You know, she is a bigger character and very light too compared to like other characters of her size. So it can definitely be a very big problem. It allows Wolf to kind of go for some of his combos. And once you get high enough here, especially when Luma's not on the, on the table to try and protect you, you can lose in stocks really quick. But hey, a strong forward smash just calling out Jakal's recklessness and actually taking the stock right back into their own favor.
Yeah, excellent call from ConCon, especially angling that up as well, seeing what that Luma was gone, needed to be a bit more precise with that hitbox. But man, Jakal has just been doing so much better in this set, killing Luma with just well-spaced forward airs, well-spaced forward tilts as well. Just put Luma into tumble, and suddenly things get much harder for Rosalina. And Wolf has the range for it, and the burst of options as well. That dash attack could have done a great job if it was punished by ConCon.
Now actually taking a look at the weights here, yeah, Rosalina's really low, one heavier than Bayonetta at 81, and Rosalina obviously being 82. But lighter than a lot of characters I'm kind of surprised by. So again, pointing out the fact that she's such a large-bodied character, and that light is definitely a problem. Whoa, that could have been bad news, but we do see ConCon staying alive here just a little bit longer. 166 though. This is a lot of rage, but it's also you're in prime position to die to just about anything Jakal throws out.
Throwing out the back airs, just trying to play the spacing game again, throwing Luma forward, but not staying grounded. Part of the threat that comes with tossing Luma forward like that is the fact that Rosa can stay closer to the ground and keep moving. Oh, but just mistimed that down smash as well. Had the stock lead right there for the taking, but the up smash almost does it. Wolf Flash is gonna be able to recover. This ledge trap needs to get ConCon the stock lead here if they want to make sure that they have this game under wraps. But again, the early roll on from Jakal gets by ConCon's ledge trap.
Yeah, that was a little unfortunate there, and I do like the little option there right after the stock disappeared too. Jakal right to the ledge and, recovered to the ledge immediately just to get a little bit of that invincibility, waiting for the spawn invincibility from Rosalina to wear off. And as you can see, tacking on some pretty decent damage. That forward air, almost able to do it. Great high recovery though, and this could be trouble. No, does find a way back on the stage without too much hassle, but can you find a way to take out the stock, man? 151, this is not looking good.
Oh, and it's not looking good at all. Max rage, Wolf's big shoes, Rosalina's 82 total weight, which isn't, it's light, but it feels even worse given how tall she is, and it means those sweet spots are going to be landing just that much easier, especially with that air dodge and drift call out at the same time.
Yep.
Man.
But you know what? It definitely didn't look too bad to start things off here for ConCon. So, I mean, it probably is a little bit of just, you know, character rust, I would say. I think ConCon can still definitely do this. It's just, you know, probably playing Bayonetta all day. It's probably the first time they pulled out the Rosalina. Is probably just trying to get the flow of things together, because the start of that game wasn't too bad. It's just Jakal turned it up to another level really quickly and just wasn't able to really get that adaptation afterwards.
Yeah, and I think what's really telling of that is the Luma movement from ConCon. They've been doing a lot more with Luma shot, the neutral B, which is far from a bad move whatsoever. Luma moves very fast, but it creates it makes Luma rather linear. Just always moving straight forward instead of some of the curved angles that you can get with some Rosalina tech going on. But the red Luma is back in tow and countering the 2-frame attempt from Jakal, but those backers are going to meet the mark, putting Jakal once more in a firm lead, but not for long. Gets that late hit of neutral air, combos into Luma up air, and that stock is gone.
Beautifully played there. Just going to be able to answer that right back. And getting rid of that Luma immediately, wanting nothing to do with that. And honestly, not a bad play, but you still got to find a way to play this neutral against ConCon. That Luma's going to be back here in a couple seconds now, but dash attack, okay, another extra hit, just trying to rack up this damage as best as possible, as safe as possible too. Jakal's obviously not trying to overextend anything that they really need to.
Not at all here, especially given how individual hits of Luma can go a long way. A little starburst there, but okay, just some forward tilts from Jakal, and plenty of them. Staying close to the ground with just some short hops and plenty of these big forward tilts to space him out. And there it is, a nice down air in order to make some big damage on this Rosalina. Looking for some back airs with the platform pressure. You're gonna keep it going, forcing ConCon just to float in mid-stage and feel just how fast Wolf can be.
Okay, right now, though, does have ConCon by the ledge, and this is honestly where Jakal's been making a lot of their money here. But all of a sudden, how things have changed, just barely missing out on that back air as well. Would have been huge to try and get that one out, but now ConCon on the offensive here. Great turnaround grab, forward throw off the stage, trying to go for the ledge trap, see what they can get going here. Not going to find any immediate answers, but they can still put this pressure down.
Definitely can, as the dash attack fights ConCon out of the corner. Setting up some Luma shot in order to mix up the spacing as the Luma resets to that same spacing and almost finding the up smash. Not quite, and oh man, was that really necessary?
I mean, honestly, yeah, because if he didn't actually kick that Luma out, it would have kind of attached to Rosalina, I guess is the term to use here, and it actually probably could have disrupted that stock that Jakal just took. So honestly, it never feels like it's necessary because Luma's just this small, cute creature, but that thing is a menace. So any chance you get, absolutely get rid of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I just meant with the back air specifically. That was brutal.
Yeah, man, no, get your combo confirmations off on Luma, man. Definitely do what you got to do.
So we're hitting these no matter who you are, just like that up smash out of shield. One of the few times we've seen it from Connor today. Not much pulling the trigger on that option, given how Wolf's safety on shield can be pretty hard to contest. But it's such an option. It is an option that you have to respect if you're going to be pressuring Rosalina's shield, especially when Luma's in tow. Another forward tilt though resets Luma and just continuously putting Jakal in a safe space against it. But ooh, gotta watch out for these Luma up airs. They're still hella dangerous.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a scary spot here. Okay, beautiful grab though, and not quite taking the lead. Okay, but got the lead right there. It's not by a lot, but it's definitely a good position. The pressure has been huge, but the back air coming out, securing stage control for Jakal, and that down smash is 100% going to clean things up. I get the attempt for a little bit of aggression from ConCon, but it ultimately led to their downfall there. Unfortunate, but you know what? Hey, things happen.
Yeah, I think that 2-frame was the only weakness of that individual play, because we see here Luma gets quite blown up. So ConCon is deciding to stall, like trying to force Jakal off the ledge there, dissuade the 2-frame, stall off stage, wait out those 9 seconds to get Luma back. But down smash, Rosalina's giant frame and down smash's giant hitbox are just a recipe for disaster for recoveries to ledge, especially given Rosalina has no hitbox on it.
Yeah, I don't know who's screaming in the background there, but they sound like they're dying. You might want to check on that.